Good evening, or good morning if you're watching this tomorrow morning. Man v Fat Swansea with your coach Howell. This is your weekly roundup. I hope you're well. What an evening last night. What can I say about it? It was... I think Ben articulated it perfectly with his voice notes earlier on when he said to me that he may be about 40 miles, 50 miles away and he's feeling the love. And so am I. What a night. Everything was just going amazing. Every single thing. The games were competitive. The weight loss was just flowing. The milestones were coming in thick and fast. The communication, the love, everything that was pretty much the descriptive element of Man v Fat Swansea was there last night. And I couldn't be any prouder of being the person who facilitates that for you on a weekly basis. Right, let's start this and let's go from that. A fantastic attendance last night of 90 out of 118. Brilliant attendance, guys. Absolutely spot on there. It couldn't, in all honesty with you, it's been consistent week in, week out. We're in Matchday 11 now. This is 11 weeks, every Tuesday, slogging it through. And you are still attending in your droves, which is brilliant. Pitch goals, 54. Scales goals of 94. Coach goals as well, which also you can see that is a clear indication of how many people have left in the rumble as well. 29. We've got our bonus tracker, the best tracker bonus goal then goes to the orange. You can see there's an extra box onto here now, which gives you how many goals I am giving for each point there, of course. So the orange, you had 1 goal there for being the best trackers. Team attendance then, red and white, you share the spoils there with a goal each. And of course then our top team loss, bonus goal then, light blue, you get 2 goals for that. And of course our season 5 leader is still Adam Martin. And of course there's another person clipping at your heels, but you are still holding strong to that pole position at this moment in time. Congratulations, mate. It's an amazing season for you so far. And let's go to it. Let's see exactly where we stand when it comes to our stats as such. So our weekly team loss, we'll go from top to bottom as we do, and then we can go, of course, we go from left to right on the screen as well. So thinner to win it, 2.6 kilos. Fattest Tutor, you broke even last night. Incredible Bulks at 5.3. Sporting a Beer at 4.8. Marco Band Fasting with a 0.2 kilo loss. Frying Dutchman with 2 kilos. Scran Ra with 1.5 kilos. We've got Vinder Blues staying on a maintain. 0.1 kilo loss for Pink Panthers. But Fazio, 8.4 kilos. Wow, that is impressive. Every single one of them losing weight as well who attended. Came in their droves as well, which is absolutely lush to see. Our weekly club loss is 17.5 kilos. Takes us to a grand total so far of 361 kilos over 11 weeks. That is massive, guys. That is huge. We've smashed through our threshold of 300 kilos, and we are looking ever so likely to hit that 400 kilo mark before the end of the season. Our biggest losers, or the top biggest losers of the week then, we'll go from bottom to top there. Ross Kelsey, 1.6 kilos. Alex Williams on his first weighing with a loss into it with 1.9 kilos. Alex Lewis then would be 2 kilos. Kyle Bamford, you're on this every single week. I cannot fault you for this at 2.6 kilos. And of course, Ashley Gilbert in his first weigh-in, which incurred a loss of 3.7 kilos there. Absolutely tremendous, guys. Couldn't be prouder of that. And as a result as well, guys, we have got a plethora of people as inductees into our milestone club. So we've got Kieran Miller coming in at 5%. Take that, and nobody can take it away from you there. You are there. 4 weeks you've been here now, and you have managed to hit your 5%. Absolutely tremendous. Our 10% club has got 3 new inductees into it. Paul Richards, Richard Ghazi, and Nick Davis. Absolutely tremendous, guys. 15% then Adam Martin. As I said, you're a machine this season. You are. Something has switched, and you are going for it. An amazing one there. And of course, our 25% club, Shahi Ahmed, our very own PF as well. He's been an OG. He's been chipping away at it. You've seen his journey. He's an absolute inspiration. 25%, quarter of your own weight, mate, has just evaporated in the time that you've been at Man v Fat. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, let's have a look at our matches. And you can see that the matches, they are getting closer. Goals are getting closer. It's getting a lot more competitive as we're going along as well. And honestly, it's a pleasure to watch. Although that it was quite steamed up in those windows, I did try and catch as many and as every little bit of the games that I could. So let's start with the first match. Match one, of course, was Vinder Blues against Sporting the Biergat. Now, unfortunately, Vinder Blues had to forfeit the match as such because of attendance. However, we still managed to play the game with a lot of support and a huge community that we've got at Man v Fat Swansea. So the pitch score was actually 5-2. Now, of course, with the way that the way that it works, of course, you'd end up being in a position where you'd have -5 because of the forfeit, and then it was 5-3, sorry, -5 for the forfeit, and then obviously it'd work out that way. Instead of putting a -2 on that pitch score, I decided to award the 2 goals over to the yellow team, so it'd make it 7-0. And it reflects the same, but also the optics look a little better, doesn't it? So then, of course, 7-0 on the pitch as recorded. Then we've got scales then of 2 goals to 12 to Sporting Biergat. Tracking then was 1-3 to Sporting Biergat, and the bonus goals of 3-4 Sporting Biergat there, giving an overall of 6 goals to 26. Phil Finselback and Josh Howells, you have been awarded as the opposition's man of the match. Congratulations, guys. Flying Dutchman against the Incredible Bulks was the second game of the night. So the pitch came out at 7-2. Flying Dutchman. Scales goals were 10-5 to the Flying Dutchmen. 3 all on tracking. And then bonus goals then of people still in the rumble, of course. And of course you can go for the attendance. I'm looking at this now, making sure we've got, the tracking goal that I've given, which gives 5 bonus goals to 0 to Flying Dutchmen, which gave an overall then at 25-10 to the Flying Dutchmen and Kieran Biding. And on the debut of his playing, of course, without Jake Williams, debuting and playing, Jake Williams coming in as the opposition's man of the matches. Well done, guys. Third game, Pink Panthers against Marco Van Fasten. On the pitch, it was 13 goals to 3 to Marco Van Fasten. You could read the reports yourselves. It was that scoreline doesn't reflect because, of course, there was a lot of encouragement. There was a lot of praise going to the Pink Panthers. And generally, they came back with 3 goals in about 4 minutes. And, of course, Marco Van Fasten had to do something about that. Scales then, of course, was 5-6 to the Marco Van Fasten. 2 tracking goals to 3 to Marco Van Fasten, and then the bonus goals then, of course, which is a representation of the people in the rumble, which is, of course, 3 goals to 4 as bonus goals to Marco Van Fasten there, giving an overall of 13-26. Now you can see there with the opponent's man of the matches, Scott Jones and Daiji have been given that award there. Congratulations, guys. Game number 5. Scranra Fazio. Now, this was a game. I had an opportunity to watch a bit of this as well. This was a game. 4-3 to Fazio. We had then Scales at 6-7. Fazio. Tracking was 3 all, and then a bonus goal then of 1-2. The 2 goals, of course, coming from the fact that they were the biggest losers as a team of the week. Giving an overall of 13 goals to 16. Very close, guys. And Chris Carter and TG, you've been given your opposition's man of the matches for your performance on pitch. Well done, guys. And our final game, Fat Astuta against Thinner to Win It. 7 goals to 8 on the pitch. Thinner to Win It. 9-7 on the scales to Fat Astuta. Tracking then is 2 goals to 3 to Thinner to Win It. And of course, due to the attendance and of course the rumble scores, it was 0 goals to 6 to Thinner to Win It. giving an overall of 18-24, which is still pretty close when you look at the whole scores there. And Dan Clarkson, Dylan Rice, you were given your opposition's man of the matches. Congratulations, guys. Fantastically entertaining games. Lots of praise as well for Ken Wright, our ref, for his performance and the fact that he's kept everything to the button, to the rules, going forward to that. Of course, going to have to identify, there's one point that I'd have to bring up there, which was brought to my attention, is the situation with glasses as well. I have purchased over glasses goggles. So if you want to wear your own glasses, but you put the goggles on top, they were tried and tested last night. They were acceptable. They worked well. So if you are in a position where you are unable to operate without glasses, or your glasses aren't to the standard that's needed for footballing rules and regs due to health and safety, I've got 2 pairs, and I'm more than happy for you to use them for your game, and you can return them, and whoever else needs them then can use them on that evening. Same thing with shin pads, guys. Shin pads is a must. I've got a pair of hard shin pads, and I've got a pair of soft shin pads as well that are being borrowed on games. Again, not so much of a complaint this time, because most people can perform into that, but we still need you to ensure that you're conscientious enough that you're putting them on and you're playing with them. Rant over. Let's go. Let's have a look at the next ones then. So, on the table, not much has changed on the table, to be honest with you. We've still got a very close table there. Flying Dutchmen are running away with a 3 points cushion there. And then, of course, we've got Thinner to win it at second, Sporting a Beercut, Marco van Fasten, Incredible Bulks, Pink Panthers, Vinda Blues, Fatastuta, Scranra, and then Fazio bringing in 2 points then from last night's win to bring them closer to that very tight bottom area that can be changed within a game, which is absolutely exciting to see. Moving on. This is our team of the week. So we've got Nick Davis for the Flying Dutchman, hitting his 10%. Congratulations, mate. Shahi Ahmed is 25% there. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Phil Finselback and Dan Davis for your continued effort for the team. Phil there, still in the rumble, of course. And then Dan Davis, still in the rumble as well, and came to weigh in, although they wasn't actually playing that this evening. That yesterday evening, I should say. Kieran Miller and Paul Richards. Congratulations, guys. Absolutely fantastic milestones there for you. Kieran hitting his 5%. Paul hitting his 10% there. I couldn't be any prouder of you. Absolutely fantastic there. Ashley coming in, smashing out a fantastic weight loss of 3.7 kilos. Brilliant. Alex then coming through for the Incredible Bulks. And although you're thinking, no, I've not lost any weight. I've not done this. When I said that he lost 2 kilos, he had to, well, in all honesty, I'm sure he was prepared to correct me. But in actual fact, I said, that's what it said, mate. And he was willing to take that. Alex Kirkhouse, 1.1 kilo loss. Fantastic. The smiler, Hassan Ahmed. You came in then with an amazing 1.5 kilo loss as well. Richard Ghazi and Adam Martin coming through with your milestones as well. Absolutely fantastic. 10% for Richard, and Adam then smashing out a 15% milestone. And I've purposely left Kyle Bamford last year. He lost 2.6 kilos last night. He also hit a milestone. Now, the milestone won't be counted until next season because he's already hit 2 milestones this season. But he's hit his 20%. He's hit his 20%. 3 seasons. In 1 season, 3 milestones. Absolutely fantastic. Mate, you are an absolute weight loss machine. You're an inspiration to so many of us. And I'm proud to say that you're part of this community. Congratulations, mate. It's absolutely tremendous what you're doing. Honestly. Moving on. The Rumble. 95 of us are now eliminated from that, leaving a remaining 23 in the Rumble. Now, bear in mind, this is 11 weeks in, and we've still got 23 people into it. That's 23 weeks of consistent weight loss. Maintaining and weight loss, I should say that. I actually should say that. And obviously, there are circumstances where people aren't able to attend because of set things. Like, for instance, they've they're away with it, and they're making efforts to go to another Man v Fat and weigh in, which individuals have done with me. There are points there, of course, where we've looked at how we can support individuals, and obviously, if there are pre-booked holidays, if there are circumstances where it is uncontrollable, which we have had, we're human. We're not going to be in a situation where we can stop our lives specifically for a Tuesday night. That's impossible. But at the same point, if there's enough pre-planning done, if there's enough support, if there's enough communication to myself about the situation, and I can do something about it, as a person who wants to support your weight loss journey, I will always do whatever I can to support you. Now, we've had individuals who have been away from the area and have attended other Man v Fats. We've had people then who have not been able to attend the evening, but have gone to Pure Football to weigh in, and of course then I've had photographic evidence of that. And I'm willing to take it. I'm willing to accept it. I'm willing to support you in any way that I can. Naturally, if there's circumstances where somebody's just gone last minute, I can't make it, I can't do anything about that. I can't. And to be honest with you, I think that's fair. But at the same point, please talk to us. If we can support you in any way, we always will. Moving on. Next week, we've got Matchday 12 coming, and that means then we've got 2 weeks left. So, here are the fixtures for next week. We've got Fatistuta against Marco Banfastin, first game of the night. Then we've got FC Fatio against Thinner to Win It. Third, of course, then is the Vinder Blues against the Incredible Bulks. Fourth, Pink Panthers against the Frying Dutchmen. And then the final game of the night then would be Scranra against Sporting a Beergut. These are going to be absolutely tremendous games, mate, guys. And I called you all mate then. Yeah. Tremendous games. Really looking forward to next week. We're going to be hitting some epic weight loss. And I can see already this is going to be something that we're going to be raging about. Some of you have already heard, and I can actually release to you now officially, next season we will have 2 pitches, which means that there will not be a 8:30 game. There will not be a 9 o'clock game. All our games will go on from 7:30 and 8 o'clock, and there'll be 2 games being played simultaneously. And I think that's a fantastic development for our league. It's a fantastic development for a community as well. Previous to that, when we had less teams, there would be that opportunity at the end of the night for us all to build on the community and stay at the end of the evenings to have that, just get to know people and have that conversation, because it's very much so ships in the night at the moment with the amount of games that we've going on and the late games and people just wanting to get home because they're hungry and they want to be able to see out their Tuesday. So then having that back, I think, is going to be a blessing for us in the long term. And of course, we have enough people on our waiting list right now to implement those 2 new teams. So we've got 3 weeks until those 2 new teams are launched. And of course, there will be a circumstance coming in where there will be a form coming out giving an opportunity for our current players, if you would like to transfer to the new team, to the new teams, and give an opportunity for you to be able to become a captain, a vice captain. These opportunities have been put in place before, and we're going to continue them because it is a refreshing point for the new players as well to have an old head there ready who knows the system, who knows how it works, and are able then to champion those teams and build on their leadership skills and really make those guys feel welcome. So we are going to be implementing that again. The form will be coming out. I'm going to put it out week 13. So it's not this following week coming, it's going to be the week after. So then it'll give you an opportunity. And of course, it just gives that point of people who genuinely want to do it, they will be able to do it as well. I think that's it, guys. If I have missed anything, please let me know. But that is the roundup for this week. I really hope you've enjoyed it. I really hope I've got everything there and you are raring to go for next week. There will be information coming out this week as well on our awards night. There will be a Google questionnaire form coming out where you can nominate your sorry, I've tripped over my words. You can nominate the people who you feel deserve the awards, and then following that, they'll give you a week for you to do that, and then following that, all those entries will be collated, put into a new form, where then we will end up then releasing that, and you can choose your winner from the shortlist. And of course then that will give you another week, which will give us 2 weeks then for us to be able to sort out the rest of the awards and get things ready for the award ceremony. There will be information on when the awards night ceremony will go on within the next week, so then you can get it into your diaries and you can make sure that you're there in your droves to support your teams. Thank you very much for listening, guys. I'll speak to you soon.